Okay, the audio's coming in fine for it. Okay, the audio's coming in fine for it.
All right. Let's go. How you doing, Makari? All right.
Doing pretty alright.
Doing pretty all right.
Yeah?
We had some problems yesterday, I think. Hopefully they're resolved, and if they're not, I'm just gonna explode. That's all. I'm just gonna explode. I have not touched anything since we were working on this yesterday, so theoretically, it should all work fine. I'm hoping it all works fine. If it's not, I'm just gonna be very upset.
Reasonable frustration.
So, stuff happened last night. Stuff happened, and
It's a bit of an understatement.
yeah, we're gonna touch on it a little bit, but it's a little bit too soon to really go over it in depth. I think someone else will probably go over it before we do, which is fine. I don't care.
Honestly,
But
probably for the best.
yeah, I would
More
rather
concise.
others with larger platforms cover this.
Yeah.
So Grumps had a crash out last night, everyone. He had a
Crashout is
crash
a
out.
very polite way to put it.
He had a fucking crash out. He was coping, seething, balding, shitting, pissing his pants on a stream last night at like 1 a.m. Probably drunk. I have no reason to confirm that he was drinking, but as someone from Wisconsin who has a lot of practice with drinking, I know when someone sounds drunk. Usually. And he didn't sound sober to me. So, oh yes, hello Bubba. Come on. All right, Bubba. All right, I know. So, a article came out on Grumps recently from a podcast channel called Western Kabuki. And I know we are going to get into the Empress stuff. I will not deny Makari that. I know she's been waiting for that. But I do want to touch on this at least a little bit. And I'm going to pull this over into here, and I want to show off window capture. Where's the window capture? Why? Where is it? There. Oh, there it is. All right. So, this is the article that was written by someone who's associated with this channel. I don't really know what's Kabuki's a channel or
Group.
just a
I don't know,
Twitter. I think they're a
if
podcast
I'm not mistaken,
actually.
it's a podcast.
Yeah. And they have been teasing this for a hot minute that they're going to dump something on Grumz. And I don't think this was something that we ever covered or Oplot covered or even Diesel covered because I think it just wasn't relevant. There was more focus on um, Grumz's like illegal activities, like stealing money from donors and doing questionable things that may or may not be illegal with game assets that he may or may not be involved in a legal case right now. So uh, this is probably not like if you already dislike Grumz, this is just gonna make it worse. If you do like Grumz, you're just gonna be like, oh, this was just fucking based of him. I I'm not gonna sit here and poo poo on what people like or whatever, but I will say that like maybe don't have sketch account names when you're doing porn related stuff. I don't know. That's my immediate take right now. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Really playing into the teenage and underage stuff's not really cool, brother.
it's not really.
But
Yeah, it's not really cool when you have an
making
account.
porn under account that says 16 on it is a
Yeah,
red flag.
pretty little
Crazy
girl
cake.
16. That's crazy, bro. Why would you have an account with that kind of name attached to it? Like, why would you do that? So, this is the article that was written in part, and apparently all this was publicly available until Grumz tried to purge. Now, I don't know if that's true. It probably. I'm not gonna say it is. Like that is a odd like panic again and start trying to purge information. I don't know if he actually was. That might be just for drama sake. I would also expect Grumps to literally do just that from his history. So how much are we gonna look over here? So a lot of this we know. A lot of this goes into who he is. If you've been around Oplock and Diesel, you know who Grumz is. Like there's no reason to re-go over all the shit he's done. Like saying he was more important for WoW than what he actually was. He was just a middle level team lead that didn't actually have that big of an impact. We know about Firefall and the Firefall bust. This isn't like new information for us.
I wonder what happened to the Firefall bus now. Like,
I
where is that? What's happening with it?
Where is the Firefall bus?
You know, somebody
I
has that
would
and is
be
like laughing their
fascinated
ass off with it.
if someone like just bought the Firefall bus as a joke, but like it's a $3 million custom van that can't even fucking run. It can't even run. It
Exactly.
can't even drive. It can't even move. It's a very large paperweight, you know?
And yes, Grum's 100% is the overinflated ego doofus. That
Yes,
is a
he is.
perfect way to put it. And that's also, I'm going to be real with you, many cases with the game industry is that someone was involved as a part of a team to do something and they've taken most of the credit, have dipped out and then act like that's their defining thing.
Yeah.
Like people don't talk about how Martin O'Donnell had a lot of help for the Halo soundtracks, but we only give him credit for it.
Yeah, Martin O'Donnell was not the only dude writing the Halo music. Like it's not just one guy in the credits, but I don't that dude's fucking crazy. He lost his whatever. I think he was running for Congress or state senate or something like that, and he got fucking blown out. Good on him. But if anyone can find out what happened to the Firefall bus, I would just be fast curious, just for the sake of knowing what happened. It was probably scrapped. I'm guessing it was probably scrapped and tossed. That's my guess. There's a lot of shit on this van that probably, well, it's honestly, it looks like it's mostly like, it looks mostly like fucking Bondo, like sculpted Bondo. You know what Bondo is?
Yes.
Yeah, Bondo is that's. I mean, not just you. I assume you knew. Uh, Bondo is this stuff. So if you get a hole in your fender, if you get like if something rusts out of your fucking car, like they do in the north, you use Bondo and you kind of like remake that piece of the fender or whatever. It's like body shaping shit. It's like fiberglass and whatnot. This, all this, it, all this white shit looks like Bondo to me, or some approximate of Sculpto. Like, it has a Play-Doh look to it, doesn't it? Am I wrong? It kind of
Does
looks
it look
like,
like Sculpey?
yeah, it looks
I just
like
want you to
arts
know,
and crafts
as
shit.
immediate update to this, Western Kabuki has now renamed their Twitter to Latina
I
Catfights.
saw that. I saw that. So yes, Western Kabuki, because one of the websites that, um,
So, well, this we'll probably get into it, and I'm gonna pre-emphasis and just go straight to the meat of it.
yeah,
Grumz was making lesbian catfight porn.
yes,
It was lesbian fetish porn,
lesbian
and it was called
fetish porn.
catfights because it was naked
Oh,
women fighting.
it's worse actually, Makari.
Yes,
It's
there's
worse.
genres. I'm just giving the soft notes, and that's why it's called
Okay,
Latina Catfights. And
okay,
not she, but Western Kabuki is now fighting Smash JT, which is really funny.
yeah. So if really, okay, there you go. So this is Western Kabuki. They've now changed their name to Latina Catfights. This is literally what, like, fucking the biggest part of it. However, I do want to note, I'm gonna move that away. Uh, it gets fucking weirder. I don't know if this is in the article. I need to check. I just lit. There it is. So let's not bury the lead anymore. Um, Here is a synopsis of one of the stories that Mark read, and I am going to try and read this and not feel disgusted. So, uh, some sort of porn. Grummz was writing, buying, and hosting violent erotica about strangling women, sexually violating them with beer bottles, shoes, etc. He was even publishing this media during his involvement with Gamergate. This isn't about sex work, it's about connecting the dots. Because this person, Savvy, who is a known fucking shitter in game commentary, she literally is a pick me. Um, she's like, so, like, this is to, like, the accusations that Mark was doing porn. And he's like, if he had your politics, I imagine this would be Sunny and Braveview. I'm like, we're not talking about the porn aspect. We're talking about the uh what is the phrase, what is the word, the productivities, is that the word, is that the word,
Believe so?
productivities that someone has, and it's fucking weird. Okay, I'm gonna try and read this. Keep in mind, this is an excerpt from Cat's Bar, written by Mark Kern, in which his persona, Debbie Chan, assaults and sexually violates a character he named after his wife during a cat fight. Oh, okay. Okay, I want to know. Oh, this is gonna be cringe, guys. For
Have
those of you
fun.
who are already have read this far. Okay, all right. I hope you all appreciate this. Is this is this a quote? I must, or whatever. I ran up and grabbed her legs, spreading them wide. Her firm calves bucked in my grasp as she struggled to avoid what was coming. Oh, this is CNC? Is it CNC or is this just rape? Oh my god. Okay. Okay. It's not early enough for me to drink, but we might make an exception. I've only been awake for like 2 hours, and I'm like, I already want a beer. All right. Uh, no, she screamed, don't do it. But it was too late. I jumped up and kneed her in the crotch. That's crazy. Mimi's body convulsed as I hit pay dirt. You're okay. As I hit pay dirt, and that just encouraged me to do it again. And this is just abuse. Oh, oh my god. Okay, all right.
Thank you for drinking extra for
Oh
this.
my god. Oh, this is rough. This is what Mark writes.
He's not even good at writing,
He's not even good
I'm
at
gonna be real
writing.
with
He's
you.
just writing sexual abuse. He's just writing sexual abuse right now. God damn it. Mimi wept aloud as I ravaged her, pummeling her womanhood. With your knee. With your knee, I want my ad. This isn't even like a rape yet. This is just you kneeing some woman in the fucking groin. She was helpless now, and I dropped to a sitting position and ground my heel into her pussy. Do you think this guy has issues with women? I'm
Maybe, just a
wondering.
little bit.
I'm wondering, do you think he's got issues with women? Because I'm not sure. I haven't figured it out yet. She tried to kick out as she writhed on the ground, but I had a firm grasp on her slender legs. I stuck the I just read that sentence. Did you just read that sentence? I am not reading that. I am not reading that. You cannot make me read that. Holy fuck. I sucked the toe of my boot down the zipper line of her shorts and tried to grind the metal teeth. Wow. I'm not reading that last part. I'm not. I would I would not do this in a stream. I would read it probably in a private VC, but no, not on a stream where I can be clipped. No, this is crazy. You don't have to do this. I'm not reading that part. You all can read this. You can read that part. It must have worked because Mimi's eyes are rolling back into her head, even as she cried. My wife just walked by everyone. She gave me the grossest look. So,
Right?
because she's listening to this and she's like, "Ooh, no." Um, Submit or I'll make sure you never fuck anyone again. I think he might have issues with controlling his wife. I don't know. Or ex-wife. Maybe this is like, I wonder if this was written before or after the divorce, because
For your post
I
divorce.
think this is written post-divorce because I feel like it is. You think? Ah. Okay. Okay, but Mimi just clenched her teeth and moaned. I dug harder and and I started stomping. With each stomp I yelled, "Why won't you fucking give up? Why do women have opinions?" This is cursed. With that last kick, Mimi let out an ear-piercing scream as her body went into convulsions. I let go and she started thrashing the floor, holding her crotch and sobbing. I figured that I'd done it, that I had taken all the fight out of her. I just got up and started to walk away. Fucking A, man. That is insane. Like, okay, so on the one hand, what is going on, Tusky? We're reading Mark Kern's weird fetish porn, which is honestly not safe for life, because this just came out, and he is in a whole bunch of damage control because it got discovered that he literally wrote this weird fucking shit. and apparently it's woman on woman, but it's still being written by a guy who definitely doesn't
It's
have issue.
lesbian fetish
It's
porn. That's
lesbian
consent,
fetish porn.
non-consent.
Yes, this is
Yes.
Grummz. It's fucking
Grummz
Grummz.
self-inserted himself as a character known as Debbie Chan to sexually assault his wife.
He worked under an account name called Pretty Little Girl 16, and it was writing fetish porn. Just and keep in mind, there is a history of Grummz really liking navels on characters that may or may not be of legal age. Or, I'm sorry, they're probably 1,000-year-old dragons. Yeah. So that is something that we all just experienced together, and you are never getting that last 5 minutes of your life back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you and for me right now. But let's go back to this article. That was okay. So we are going to find. Okay, yeah, this is the the porn game. So this is the part that is new. This is the part that's new. Beginning in 2001. Hey, that was my graduation year from high school. Shout out Vikings. I fucking hate you people. While an active employee at Blizzard, Grummz began moonlighting as Debbie Chan slash Foxy Fighter. He created, commissioned, and produced catfight fetish porn under these names for over 2 decades. He also produced and filmed live action catfight porn with professional porn stars in the 2010s using Red Dragon cameras, which also happened to be the same type of cameras Red 5 purchased for their studio. He was using he alluding to the idea that he was using company equipment for making porn. Which Grummz stated they purchased 3 Red Dragons. So there's a video for that. I'm not gonna bother with it. What a strange coincidence. You know, it is weird. It is weird. Okay, so Killjoy brings up a good point. Um, how many of y'all were around for the Dansburst AOC fetish porn? I feel like what I just went over was as bad. I'm not gonna say it's worse, but I'm gonna say it's pretty bad.
It's pretty uncomfortable to say the least.
It's pretty uncomfortable, and I had to make you all. I had to make you all witness that. That is some Balrog shit. We all found the Balrog together, everyone. We dug too deep. So here we go. Creation date 2001. Registrant Mark Kern, France. Interesting. Register name Grandy Sass. Register. Grandy Sass is a French-based register. That is why the country says France. Okay, interesting. Debbie Chan talks about shooting cat fights on Red Dragon cameras. Just, you know, I have no. I'm going to believe. No, I will say, if this is real, if this is real, and so far there's nothing to suggest that it's not real.
I mean, he confirmed it was real last night, so.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he did confirm it, but there are certain parts that I try to when people give me screenshots, I have to look at it. I think we all do. We have to look at it from a lens of is this just an op or whatever? But it is
Put that in
2016, so
context.
yeah. Okay, so he's saying we began filming incredible set matches between Carmen Valencia and Sarah. I know that name. Uh,
Oh no.
look, shush. We pulled out all the stops with custom high-end sexy outfits, professional makeup and hair. Shot the match with a Red Dragon camera for a movie feel with Hollywood lighting. Man, Mark really does know how to talk shit up to make it sound like it's cooler than what it actually is. Uh, if you like high pace energy and feminine cat fight feel, of the old California Wildcat stuff. I wonder what that is. Maybe that's like roller, roller jam or whatever it was called. You're gonna love Foxy Fire updated take on realistic sexy. What is realistic sexy cat fights? I didn't know there was a realistic version of sexy cat fights. That's crazy. See our pics on our Twitter feed, follow us for updates. Some painful tit mauling and pussy abuse.
Brother, you are just self-incriminating reading this out.
I
Is all I'm gonna
am.
say.
I am self-incriminating myself. I don't know why I read that aloud. Loud slaps that must have hurt like hell. You know, at least it's me reading this and not you, so you're welcome. With the holidays over, okay, big news, we're filling in preparation for releasing the beta of our new wrestling video download. All producers, also all models. Man, that's okay. Okay. Get that out of here. Oh, I'm a girl. Trans Grumz confirmed. Brother, you're posing. Wait, is this a cat? No, this isn't catfishing. I'm like, does this count as catfishing? No, it probably doesn't. About Foxy Fighter, who we know is Grumz. We know it's Grumz. I'm a girl who loves a throwdown of any kind between two hot and sexy women. Writer, artist, and web. He fucking said web mistress. I put together two great sites for my passion. FoxyFighter.com and FreeCatFights.com, which have grown to be the biggest sites for female wrestling on the web. Probably because they're the only ones for female wrestling on the web. Oh my god. On Foxy Fighter, I write and hire artists to help me create the hottest catfight and female wrestling MMA stories for the web. We also have full catfight comics. Oh
The art
no!
really dates this too, which makes it so
Oh no!
much funnier.
Oh boy! Summary Debbie. Debbie Chen Ickett was less active. He was less active last year. I'm sorry, I just saw that. He's still doing it. Bring. I mean, that could be. That's a loose association. Like, then again, I haven't heard many people talk about Rumble Roses realistically. Like, little known, what was it? PS2 game, 360 game. It was, I forget what generation Rumble Roses came out. I want to say 360, but it
He
could have
probably could
been.
have called this out as fake if he didn't go on stream last night. I'm just gonna preemptively say that.
You know, fair. He could have literally said this was fake, but this does put energy into the idea that he was drunk. Because I feel like if he was drunk, he would have been more willing to talk about it, and he did. So I think if he hadn't been drunk, he might have been like, "It's all fake news. It's all fake news." Because we're gonna get some of the Sephiroth posts that Grumz has made in the last, not even like 12 hours, in the last like 8 hours, last 9 hours. Grumz has been back at it, and boy is he
The Crashout is funny.
the Crashout is funny, but also he is channeling his like inner early 2000s edgelord. Very much of the vibe of "you wouldn't like me when I'm angry." Y'all remember that? Remember when it wouldn't be like, "You wouldn't like me when I'm angry." Internet tough guy. Not long after Grumz began filming porn in the 2010s, he and his wife became separated, something he has acknowledged publicly on Twitter. And while there is no direct evidence that we were able to find linking these events together, the timing raises some understandable questions. Fellas, brothers, compatriots, do you think your wife or significant other would get upset if she potentially found out you were filming catfight fetish porn as a side hustle? Speaking as a married man, I feel like my wife would be upset. I feel like she would be upset for a couple of reasons. One, because I didn't tell her. Two, probably because I wasn't sharing the money with her. So, I feel like that anyone would be a little bit peeved if they suddenly found out their spouse. And I'm not even saying it had to be a guy. It could be let's say it was a woman that was doing it. I feel like if you're married, you might be a little upset that they were doing porn. Even if they weren't themselves actively participating. Hey, Saint. Uh, if that's something you, God damn it, Saint broke me. Um, if that is something that you would want to tell someone about, I don't know. Just,
Well, the fact that you're making consent, non-consent porn of your wife being assaulted by you like that is a little, probably
that's,
upsetting if you learned about it.
I mean, I'm, oh God. I'm gonna say that that writing, hopefully, I guess hopefully in the best sense, was written after she separated from him. Either
That makes it
that,
worse, arguably.
that probably doesn't make it worse. That was,
And the fact that think about it, he used her actual name with that too,
yeah,
so that you could associate it to her. That's how we know it's her now, which is the worst part.
yeah. You know what? You're right. It is worse because it would be more viable that she found it and that was what caused her to leave him. My guess. I hope. I would hope because that's not. If I if I started theoretically, I should probably start that statement with theoretically, if I were to write consent, non-consent rape porn of my significant other and she found out, I feel like the only reasonable reaction would probably be to get the fuck out of that situation. Especially if she didn't know that you were writing CNC porn with her name used. That's weird to me. I think that'd be weird to anyone, actually. Alright, so the Ft.Grummz film was published under his Debbie Chan persona, and eventually his own mother. So N is his mother's name. I had thought it was
Bro is doing a Shadman right now. That's
I thought
crazy.
Kern was his father. I did. I actually thought that for the longest time when it came to like the Ember stuff. But apparently it's his mom. So, um, listed as CEO of DB Chan LLC, his porn company before dissolution. I have not watched any of the archive videos, probably for the best. Only still images. That's not great. But, if it was legal, then I guess it's still legal. While some of it was discoverable, none of it was ever uploaded to Usenet or any private porn trackers, which says more about the level of quality this Grummz was producing than I ever could. That's crazy. That's a burn because there is some nasty shit online. If that wasn't even good enough to be uploaded, it was bad. Uh, why is it getting worse? I don't know, because it is. So, fun fact, the address for DB Chan's Sorexa Labs are the same. His mother is listed as a CEO in each. His mother was a CEO. Okay, so I'm going to assume
She had no idea what was
she had
being
no idea.
produced.
Best case scenario, she had no idea. Worst case scenario, Mark lied to his mother about what it actually was and convinced her to sign on to it. That's my assumption. My assumption is that his mother didn't know and Mark lied about what it actually was. My guess. Do you have any idea what a little freak your son is? Yeah, Grumm's mom issued a certificate of cancellation for DB Chan LLC in 2017. And yeah, short rant about Grumm's talent or lack of. Oh, oh, there's more. There's more of the writing, guy. There's more of the
Oh.
writing. We got more. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. A short rant about Grumm's talent, or lack thereof, as an author. Now, we already know this. I don't know, like, some people have looked over the quote-unquote first chapter of the Ember tie-in book. Have you seen that, Makari?
I have been saved from seeing that so far,
Okay.
but
Okay, yeah. It's bad. It reads like a very, very bad anime. A very rote and one-note anime. It's literally one page, and it's bad. It's pretty fucking bad. I've had the misfortune of reading some of the catfight fan fiction, of fiction. I almost call it fan fiction. It probably, you know what?
I need fans
It's
first.
probably the quality of it. It's fan fiction level. Uh, that's being generous. Grummz published as Debbie Chan Foxy Fighter, and it's atrocious. Granted, I'm not a catfight fetishist. The only literature from this niche genre I've read was penned by a man who spent 2 decades writing words for people to jack off to in the same style that you tell a bedtime story to a toddler. That's a crazy
That's
set.
crazy.
That's a crazy sentence. That's nuts. Uh, it may be the most wretched drivel I've ever subjected myself to. So we know. Okay, so if you haven't figured out, this is probably an op-ed with elements in it. You know, I haven't read journalism like this. This is obviously like I'm not. You know,
Kind of
this
editorialized,
is
I think.
editorialized. This is definitely editorialized as an article. Thank you. I couldn't remember that word. Um, it may be the most wretched drivel I've ever subjected myself to, and I've read all of Ready Player One. That wasn't that bad of a book. It wasn't great,
Okay, the
but it
ending
was
though with the sex doll stuff is a problem
fair.
and a little
No, no, you're right.
incel-y.
You're right. The sex doll stuff
I
is
think that's
weird.
what they're referring
Okay.
to.
All right. All right. So I'm like, the majority of that book wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Like, it
the book
was.
is fine, and then you go to the end, you go, "Oh,
Yeah.
he just now has a sex slave doll
Yeah.
robot thing because he
Yeah.
got rejected. Cool."
I mean, I'm not saying Ready Player One is like high level fiction. It's serviceable fiction. Again,
It was good for when it got released, just
until
the
the sex
ending.
doll part. So, these catfight stories were full of graphic depictions of violence being inflicted on women, which I suppose comes from the territory. But within these cursed pages, you will find. Oh, I have to read this. Sandpaper dildos, clit torture, and in the final paragraphs of one of the story, the main character and her lover are drugged, tortured, sexually assaulted, and eventually murdered by their female rival. That's a lot to unpack. That's a lot to unpack. Uh, Again, I have no further reference for how this type of fetishist content is typically constructed. Maybe it's all this poorly written and reads more like a man exercising their women-hating demons and something you crank your hog to. Brian X, appreciate you. Thank you for subscribing. Uh, yeah. But if this is the standard fare, you need to demand more of the perverts creating your smut. We already clocked this. Me and Makari, and I would imagine the rest of you have already clocked the whole fact that, hey, you think Grummz might be projecting something onto the pages he's writing? Just a guess. I don't know. Grummz, bro, who hurt you? Uh, if you were to ask Grummz, I would say the wokies hurt
The
him.
left.
The left, the left, the evil left, those evil leftists. We're gonna get back to that. We will get back to that once we finish the porn part of this article. Um, no one can write women this bad on purpose. This guy might hate women, but he definitely does not know how to write women, which many such cases of women trying to write women. Many such fucking cases. No, this guy, no. If you posted an excerpt of this shit on r/men writing women, the mods would ban you for trolling. Are you familiar with the concept show Don't Tell Grumz? Pick up a copy of the Elements of Style, you fucking hack. You'll thank me later. Okay. Here is another excerpt from this cursed writing. I didn't think I could dislike this man more. I always assumed he was a misogynistic asshole, but now we have actual fictional proof that he's a misogynistic asshole. It was Jacqueline that lunged first, barreling headlong into Colette and knocking the woman to the floor. They struggled for position, twisting this way and that as their... Why do you write it like that? As their... Fuck me. As their feminine bodies were forced into terrible contortions as they fought for advantage. They struggled side by side until Jacqueline managed to wrap her... managed to wrap her sexy but deadly thighs around Colette's head. I'm getting whiplash from this narrative already.
Every part of this is painful.
Is this supposed to be like titillating, or is it supposed to be like action or dramatic? Because I don't know. I don't know how this is trapping her in a headlock. But Colette was determined to not be put at a disadvantage and wrapped her own soft thighs around Jacqueline's own head. I need Diesel to read this shit out loud.
I don't think you
I
can pay
will
someone enough
do
to
it.
start reading this willingly.
God damn it. Side by side, the two women rolled on the carpet, locked in mutual head scissors in a 69 position. This is stupid. Okay.
You don't understand how lesbian sex works, Grumz.
No,
I'm so sorry.
no, he's never. I would imagine his only experience with lesbian sex is from porn. That's it. Like I
know,
would imagine this is all like what you.
I have to
sex
agree.
be
It is
weird.
a talent in its own that he's made porn so like revolting
Cringe?
that it's just straight up a turn off.
Yeah, like I am.
It's anti-porn.
Is anyone turned on right now, guys?
Don't.
No,
I'm
no
kidding.
one is. Nobody is. This is terrible. And also the writer in me, because I also write. I do write. I write a lot of D&D shit. Shout out Turnia. But I do not write numbers as numerals. I don't do. No one does that. You actually write out the word 69. Maybe that's me, but I don't put numbers into my writing. I don't see that very often, and to me I think this is an indicator of bad writing, as if the rest of this fucking paragraph wasn't indicative of that. Alright. God damn it. I'm eating cereal. They clawed at the vulnerable inner thighs of their adversary and dug their nails into each other's sculpted ass cheeks in an effort to inflict enough pain to escape. They tore at each other's silk panties until only shreds remained and attacked each other where they instinctively knew where the other was the most vulnerable. So you're telling me they were elbow dropping each other in the vagina. That's what you're fucking telling me. That is cursed. I hate this.
Devious.
That's so bad. All right. So, I do want to touch on the breast milk thing because people are now saying the breast milk thing was real. It's not. Whatever you want to say about Grummz, and trust me, there is a lot that one could say. Grummz did not actually steal breast milk. It's not a thing that
He
happened.
was not at Blizzard by the time that happened.
He had left Blizzard by the time that already happened. However, we do say it because it's funny and it pisses him off. It pisses
He
him
also
off.
happens to have a breast milk related fetish writing.
You can't write it. You can't write this. He can't write this, definitely. So it's, yeah, I will give Mark credit. He did not steal the breast milk, but it does make him so angry that he made a pinned Twitter thread on how he's not the breast milk thief. And to me, if you have to make a pin trying to clear your name over what is wholly a joke, like it's a joke, Mark. This is a he doth protest too much situation. So Grumz has been accused of stealing breast milk that a Blizzard employee would claim was taken from a refrigerator at Blizzard offices. This could not have been because it happened after his departure, but it is funny to joke about literally what I just said. However, we found dozens of breast milk photos among his posts. uh, this is from I'm assuming the forum, a part of cat fights. I'm sure it had a forum. This is what I'm assuming. Lactating fights. I'm trying to stay on mic. Trusky, it's hard. I'm still learning mic discipline. This is like the hardest
You
thing
might
for
also just
me.
need to turn up your OBS a little bit.
It's already pretty okay. I'll turn it up. It's fine. It already is up as high as it can go.
Ah,
I may have to turn it up
then you just
on.
need better mic discipline.
I know. I just need better mic discipline. These fights are pretty hot. I love it when one girl's on all fours and the other is straddling her and reaching down to milk her tits. God damn it. Yum! There are some Japanese videos of feature milking, such as the Big Bus series. Not all will feature this. Hard to tell which will. And then there's a link. Also, the Brazilian site that used to feature some of these is no longer selling in the US. I had one done for my old site. Latina cat fights. Let me see if I can find him, post a small segment to YouTube.
None of these words are in the Bible, is all I'm gonna preemptively say.
Oh my god, that's tremendous. That is tremendous. Let's see, what's this part? This is the voxel not stuff. We know about that already. Oh yeah, the unpaid taxes, $260,000 in unpaid taxes. And this is the part that got put out immediately. That started this started Grummz's Crashout. This started Grummz's Crashout when Grummz has been kind of like how his little chasers, his little like homunculi like to kind of cluster around Mark because they're waiting for some little shred of clout to come dripping down from Grummz's lips. So too does the clout Ouroboros turn back on itself because Grummz does the same shit with Elon Musk. So here comes Grummz trying to win Elon's favor by dunking on Hassan. Now, you know what? Dunking on Hassan is easy. We all do it. Hassan's cringe. I'm sorry if you're a Hassan fan, but Hassan is unironically cringe. Uh, but, but, sometimes Hassan is funny. So, uh, Grummz, because Grummz has a puddle deep personality that's all based around nothing but politics because he believes politics literally is his entire life and worldview. He has no personality other than politics, much like many people on Twitter. You can tell a lot about Ubisoft with how much money they are throwing at terrorist platforming streamers. This would imply that Ubisoft gave Hassan money to play Assassin's Creed. I don't know if they did. For all we know, they might have given
He was
Hassan money.
sponsored. as many people were. They sponsor every creator,
Yeah,
like no matter your field of the
right.
aisle.
Okay. So, uh, how am I? Zaint, I'm literally talking right into the microphone. I don't know what I can do. Um, so Hassan, do we know if he actually was sponsored by Assassin's Creed?
It says ad, so he is sponsored,
Okay.
and that's many cases that everyone was sponsored. Pay Money Wubby was sponsored. Fucking a bunch of VTubers got sponsored to play it.
Okay.
It's universally just how Ubisoft runs these games. They sponsor everybody, no matter your aisle, if you're willing to play and cover the game.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do one thing real quick. I'm gonna try to turn up my mic sensitivity on Discord, and I hope that will help. I hope that'll help. So let's just do that and come back to this. So, all right. So let's just say, he was sponsored, like many companies are. People are like, "Oh, Ubisoft is linking with Little Caesars to sell copies," and I'm like, "Bro, I believe it was either COD or Battlefield that also had a sponsorship with Little Caesars. All game companies do this. How long has Halo had tie-ins with fucking Mountain Dew? Since like 2006 when Halo 3 came out. Anyways, Elon says Hassan is a fraud. Ironic coming from Elon. Sellout would be more accurate. Also funny coming from Elon. Objectively, he promoting a terrible game for just the money. This is by far probably some of the best clapbacks and ratios I have ever seen on Twitter. Assassin's Creed community manager who just swings his fucking dick out and tells Elon, "Is that the guy playing your Path of Exile 2 account told you?" That is some funny fucking shit. Now, you don't see it here, but Grummz came out to Elon's defense and they clapped back even harder and said, "Our game's out, Grummz. Where the fuck is your game?" I'm sorry, I just want to touch on that because that is a legendary move, and I don't think Elon will ever really live that one down. Uh, let's see what else. This is just editorializing part. Yeah, okay. It's just going into how uh, it just yeah, not unsurprising to anyone that this is Grummz's uh that's his gist. That's his shtick. Anyways, we're I'm not gonna go much more into this, but I do want to show two more things off if I can find them. If I can find them, I posted them in our Discord elsewhere. I need to find. Here we go. Here we go. That's it. Give that to me. All right. Now, this is what I mean by Grummz. He's posting through it. Literally, Grummz is doing the one more tweet and you win type thing. One more tweet, Grummz. One more tweet. The lefties went too far. They doxed me, tried to get me killed with bounties, and went to the dark web to nab plain word passwords and emails to try and cancel me for stuff 20 years ago, which turned out to be nothing. They put me in a position where I have no choice but to destroy their ideology. Oh man, you really didn't want that. This man's almost 60. I want to point out. I want that to sink into your head. That this man is 60. Just so you all know. I need you to be aware of that. This man is almost 60. He's like 58. last night, last night on Yellow Flash stream, who is another anti woke shitto, Grummz, probably drunk, allegedly drunk, went on this stream to Mauled for like 4 hours about how he was being treated. And this man unironically said, they are lighting Tesla dealerships on fire. They're going to swap me next and have me killed. They're going to have me Luigi'd.
He is convinced he's that important that he's
He
gonna get
thinks he's that
assassinated.
important.
Little bro, please. This
Honey,
is funny to laugh at. You're the equivalent of the Harley Quinn DC fart comics. I'm sorry, you're not that important.
you're not that important, buddy.
He does sound like a D&D horror story edgelord character.
I
You know
know.
he was that person.
Grummz sounds like the kind of guy who, if he played D&D, he would always be doing that. But I have this, so I actually win. It's what my character would do. There's another one that I want to share. Let me see. Can I open? No, I'm just gonna open this, and then I'm going to open link. There we go. This was given to me by Ash. Thank you, Ash. I know you're not here, but thank you. They tried so many times and failed so many times. They have nothing left. You know they will SWAT next. That's what they do. Evil scumbags. And he is getting drugged. Hey, fetish porn dude, that video ate you alive. Wait, was your name actually Pretty Girl 16? He's
Yes, so he's
posting
saying that
through it.
he's freaked out because they found his old emails and found information linking to those emails. He said he's going to get the FBI involved because
He's
it's
gonna.
illegal to find emails.
I
That
don't.
is not how doxing works,
I don't.
unfortunately, sir.
I don't have it on me, but I do believe that uh, there's a tweet by him where he literally ats FBI in it, and he talks about
That
the
there's several instances of that, but yeah.
FBI on stream where he's like, I'm gonna sue, or I'm gonna contact the FBI and I'm gonna have these people reported and whatnot. It's crazy. It's great. I don't want to go over the 4 hours of
So
that stream. It's no, we're not doing
17
that.
hours ago, for weeks, Western Kabuki has been crowning that they have something on Grumps. Well, I had the scoop on Western Kabuki's exposed scoop about me, going live and telling all. As a bonus, tagging the at FBI
Yes,
because they
there
might
it
want to
is.
see this too.
There it is. Yep.
This isn't the first time he's done this. He's done this like 5 different times of requesting the FBI over information being exposed.
We also found the Firefall bus, the leftover. 103 weeks ago, people. 2023. Before and after, they found the Firefall bus, and it's been torn. All the shit was torn off it. So at least we know. At least we know. West Coast Customs. Shout out. How's the mid 2000s treating you guys? Uh, this thing was a big bust as a game. Yeah. Yep. So if all you want to know what happened to the Firefall bus, there you go. It was
Unfortunate.
turned back into a bus, I assume. Probably for the best. So it can contribute to society in some meaningful way, as opposed to the Firefall bus, which contribute nothing to society beyond being like a testament to one man's hubris. Is that why they built the Tower of Babel? I don't know.
Pretty much.
But pretty much. So that is our Grummz update for today. Uh, I'm I'm not saying that other streamers may cover this. They might. I hope they do, because I would love to hear that.
It's funny to laugh at.
Yes,
I need
yes.
somebody to read out his fetish content, even if it's like a
Um,
Patreon thing, because that's not monetizable. But that would be so funny because
yeah.
of how bad it is.
I
It needs to be like the reading of that one vampire Harry Potter fan fiction, like the
oh
internet historian did.
wait, I like
It needs
the
to be
My
that all over
Immortal. Is that
again.
My Immortal?
Yes, that was my immortal. Yeah,
uh, you know, we could give this to Cloudy and Felgy, because I know they've done that on the Discord. giving them if someone can find the whole stories, I will give this to Felgi and I'll make him read it on the Discord. Make him read porn on the Discord. All right. Yes, that is what we have for our first part of the stream. Also, thank you, Killjoy, for finding this. Appreciate you, buddy. We are now going to go to the other part of stream today that we didn't get a chance to really go over. We are going to go over someone called Empress. Now, Makari, who is Empress?
First of all, would you be able to start screen sharing, brother?
Oh shit! Yes, I can start screen sharing because I am an ass. Oh my god, I haven't screen shared this entire time. Makari, you could have told me earlier.
I tried to low-key say something, but you didn't see it.
No, I
Also,
didn't
which I
see
would like,
it.
if you don't
I'm
mind, grabbing
terrible.
Junie to also cover some of this stuff. I don't
yeah?
assume we'd have an issue with that.
No.
So there's a whole thing when it comes to torrenting video games. There's a community around it.
Yes.
So with that, Empress is a very not iconic but infamous, and I use the term infamous properly with this, for her ability to crack the anti-cheat denuvo
Yeah.
off of games, and her just complete schizophrenic ramblings for it.
That is what I know.
Where
Yep.
she's gone through and pretty much is antithetical to everything around this community.
Yeah.
What they do, why they do this, has some crazy ideologies that she will openly force and or like be very unhinged about on top of that. And that um is just her derangement and derangement against others is something very unique and nobody's ever properly covered. In which I'm going to preface this video does not cover it properly and is absolutely biased about how they represent her.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes. They
All right.
completely lie and obfuscate several things, and that's kind of why I want to use this, as it's a really good layman's way to understand the general parts.
Okay.
But it doesn't cover her insanity, which is
All right.
really funny. The fact that this video game cracking lady, has a sex cult.
Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. I'm just gonna make sure this actually plays and we have sound because we had an issue yesterday.
Internet users worldwide.
Is it not doing it? Did I swear to God. I swear to fucking Christ.
Enthralled by a mysterious.
Did y'all hear that? Did everyone hear that? Did everyone hear the audio? I want to make sure that everyone heard that. I will lose my mind if no one heard that video playing. I need to know. Please, chat. Did y'all hear that? I need to know, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Design Wife. She gave a thumbs up. So, I will. I'm going to turn this down. I saw the sound was a little bit high. So, I am going to play this, and you tell me to pause when needed, okay?
Hey.
Alright, got it.
Figure known as Empress. This anonymous user single-handedly challenged the gaming industry, showcasing her extraordinary and unmatched expertise in cracking video games. Join us on an immersive journey as we delve deep into her tale of rebellion, philosophical Mustangs, and a community caught.
Did you say Mustangs?
Yes, he
I'm
did.
sorry,
And I'm already gonna I want to say this immediately, which is starting off being wrong. Empress isn't the beginner with this. She only came into the scene since 2014.
Okay.
And only got, I'd say, crazy popular with some of her stuff and or controversy in 2020, when this is something that's been happening since the 90s. Which
Oh, okay.
the original cracking group was a group called Skid Row that had formed as a duo in 1990
I feel like I've heard of
compared to
Skid
this.
Row. I feel like
You
I've
probably
heard
have
of
heard of
them.
Skid Row.
Yeah. That name is old memory, I think. Yeah.
That and then the other group known as Wares,
I
which
don't know
is
that.
just the community around cracking games to make them available.
Okay.
Because cracking isn't for the fact of not wanting to pay for games, but mostly for the community of people that can't buy the game.
Right.
And it's this thing of like free work for those that can't get the game. So like those in countries where these games are like sanctioned or unavailable to be purchased for them to be able to play it.
Zane also says, or Class or Razor 1911. Apparently, those
Yeah.
are also names in that community as well. I don't know. So like this is new to me. All I've ever known is that people who generally crack denuvo are the people that I knew that were involved in taking games that were cracked because they didn't want that spyware on their computer.
Pretty much. It's because the
Yeah.
games just run functionally
It,
worse.
also,
That
yeah, it just
denuvo
runs
will
worse.
make
Yeah.
how it's encrypted causes your game to delay with
Yeah.
the frames and some of the other processes in it. So people are very anti denuvo
Yes.
because also the fact that people can crack it anyways. Why have this anti cheat on your game?
Yep.
Or
Exactly.
an example of Monster Hunter Wilds having 2 anti cheats in it that tanks the game's performance even
I
worse.
had no idea it had two.
Yes.
I knew it had
So that's why you have
one.
to have 2 error. So whenever your game crashes, why you get 2 error reports to submit. It's because there's 2 different anti cheats,
Oh,
and they forgot to
that's
hide
why.
them.
Okay.
Between
Yes. So
adoration
that was one of the unique things too. Is Empress would crack a game and she would patch it. So there would be like errors or functions that are broken in a game, and it would be fixed in the cracked version.
Okay. All right.
and shattered illusions. Brace yourself for a captivating narrative about the Empress, the unrivaled, unparalleled master of video game pirating in all of history.
That's a bold claim, but
It is bold, but the fact that there's like 3 known people who do denuvo cracking. One of them will only crack FIFA games. One of them got bought by denuvo, and then there's Empress, the schizophrenic.
one will
So
only
you're
crack FIFA games.
yeah, one of them
Oddly
only cracks like
specific, but
sports games. Like actively, he'll only like crack the Madden games, FIFA, and those type of games because it's just the same game over and over. So
oh,
there's like
yeah.
3 known public air quotes people that do this, and you get to pick your poison of what level of crazy it is.
Okay.
And then
All
denuvo
right.
bought one of them out. So the only person you're really stuck with is this woman.
It's the crazy lady. Right, gotcha.
Yes.
All right.
To truly comprehend the legend of Empress, it is essential to grasp the fundamentals of video game cracking. While copying and sharing movies or songs may be relatively straightforward, the piracy of video games has become increasingly intricate. Game developers employ various techniques to protect against
And
unauthorized
was allegedly the one that was caught, or not her per se, but it was a user known as Voski. It's a Bulgarian hacker, which they had Idero had the Bulgarian police sick on him for copyright infringement,
copying.
and people are claiming that Empress is Volsky.
Hello.
And welcome, Junie.
Hi.
I'm
Anyway,
having Junie on with this as well
fine.
because they know this very well.
Okay.
And this
I'm.
is an unhinged thing I want more people to talk about.
I
I'm gonna be
am
real with you.
always. I am always for subject matter experts. What's up, Junie?
Hi, hello. You're still early on, I see. That's great.
Yes. So I'm guessing you have a knowledge of Empress, correct?
I've been following Empress since I want to say 2023.
Yeah.
I've been keeping up.
Okay.
So a lot of the later stuff that's been happening, the Hogwarts Legacy debacle and everything, I've seen it live.
Okay.
Like
It's really
I've seen it
funny.
happen as it fucking spiraled. It was incredible.
Okay. And what was so? Give me some backstory here. What happened with the Hogwarts Legacy stuff?
I will.
Oh, the best way to put it is Empress Patriots what J.K. Rowling's views
Okay.
is
Yeah.
unhinged.
Yes, they
So
are.
Empress in this video will not cover this. Empress is a raging misogynist She hates men. She hates other women, or air quotes, whores to her, and she despises trans people.
So she
With a next level rant to where there's just paragraphs and paragraphs about how trans people are like disgusting filth to her, and it's insane. And that's why she cracked the Hogwarts game, was because of how many trans people were upset about it.
Huh.
It, it's very interesting because her ideology is kind of, it's very weird and almost conflicted in a lot of aspects and a lot of parts. And I think you'll see that as we go on, especially with earlier the battles and earlier things she had done before getting to Hogwarts.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's interesting. It sounds like she literally just hates everyone. You know, if she hates men
Yes.
and she hates most women, she hates trans people. I'm like, what does that leave? Just other
So
gay people?
she hates men in the sense that she looks down upon men.
Oh, okay,
Like
all right.
it like femdom type stuff, pretty
God,
Yeah,
much.
okay.
So that's like a part of
she
her
really hates men, but she also hates trans women for being men. But she also looks down on other women for being slutty and provocative and
Oh,
all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff.
oh, she is crazy. She is. She's a bundle of cats crazy. That's tremendous. All right, all right. Well, we will continue in this video.
While hackers and programmers continuously strive to crack these safeguards, this perpetual game of cat and mouse between game developers and pirates has evolved into a complex battle. Given the immense difficulty and time-consuming nature of game cracking, pirates operate within tightly knit groups known as Juarez groups. These groups form a secretive decentralized network.
Mostly known as wars, like wares.
It's called Wares, not
Yeah, wares.
Juarez. It's he's gonna mispronounce a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So it's like the whole like I would say air quotes hacker talk where they're saying wares, like computer wares, but with just a
It,
Z at the end.
yeah, it's like fucking lead speech, that kind of side.
Ah,
Early
lead speech.
2000 start.
All right. Cool, cool.
Work, referred to as the scene. Adhering to strict rules and regulations, the various groups within the scene compete fiercely to be the first to release a cracked game. It is important to note that these groups are primarily motivated by competition rather than generosity, emphasizing that their pursuit of cracking games is driven by the pursuit of glory rather than financial gain. This brings us to denuvo.
I feel like it's probably also financially motivated. It's probably not all about
Not-
pride.
It was money was a
It-
thing that came in later. Everyone did it for free originally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's still pretty controversial that Empress takes money for her, or well, did take money for her cracks. It was
So
really
Empress,
looked down upon and made her a bit of an outsider in the wares just scene as a whole. People really don't fucking like it
Okay.
when
so
like
Empress
crackers
charges you
and
$500 per crack.
oh yeah.
So one, it's only an astronomical amount, and then two, it's the idea that this is a community that's supposed to be for games for people that can't access those games.
Right.
So they never directly took payments for this work, and it was all for you're doing it for the love of the game. You're not doing this for profit.
Gotcha.
But Empress came and went, "Hey, you're gonna pay me for this because I need to upgrade my equipment." Air quotes on that.
Huh.
And typically, there's been cases before of people taking donations, but not
Yeah,
specifically asking for money. Being like, hey, if you like what I do, you can throw something my way, but never like outright requesting like that.
Okay. All right. All right.
An anti-tamper software introduced in 2014, denuvo revolutionized the gaming industry by encrypting and decrypting game code on the fly, rendering games that utilize it exceptionally challenged to crack and pirate. As a result, denuvo kept certain games uncracked for extended periods of time. It soon became a standard feature in many games. Yet, numerous gamers grew to despise it due to its significant impact.
I'm just looking at the
so
difference here.
Denuvo will tank your frames,
Yeah.
and the reason that Denuvo is so hard to crack is that it uses a live key. So every like copy of the game will have like a serial code, but it changes every time you launch it. So
And
how
it
do you
also
track that to
it
have a
also
pirated version?
oh yeah, it also, if I remember correctly, like things change on the fly as you play.
Yes.
So it's basically a nightmare to crack
It's
because
an
everything
ever-changing
fucking
maze.
changes.
So it's a maze that constantly updates and changes.
Mhm.
And it's really hard to ever like try and explain that in the sense of like how would you teach someone else to crack something if you don't know like exactly how you're cracking it,
Right.
if that makes sense. There's no procedural way to go about it. So that's why like you're kind of stuck to being at the whims of Empress, is it's not something she could really teach others. Because I think you have to just be as schizophrenic as she is to do this.
That's
You have
yeah.
to have a lot of dedication, a lot of skill, and an unwell mental state to do it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know the first thing about how to crack something that is constantly changing. That's crazy. Like, and apparently she's done it. She's figured it out how they do it. So good on
She's
her,
not
I
the only one
suppose.
as well. It's just the rest have been bought out, and she talks about how it's getting harder and harder for her to crack games, and she doesn't know how to
Yeah.
explain to others the process about doing this because it's such a convoluted thing.
Yeah.
She's never been the first person who has done it, but a lot of people who did it before either got bought out, as Makari said, or they just have been unable to replicate it with newer versions of denuvo. They've been able to do stuff from like there's been a guy recently as past year who's been tracking a lot of stuff until 2017, but he
Yeah.
hit a run there. He cannot go further. He has been quiet, just radio quiet, radio silent. I think it's
Yeah.
for like the past year.
Okay. Yeah, I am
He's been doing
seeing
stuff like monthly.
some notable differences that like your computer is running hotter and you are losing frame rates. I never saw an actual comparison until recently, so I was always interested in how much difference it was.
And good luck if you're on
It's
something
not.
like Linux,
Yeah.
it will make your game unplayable.
Well, yeah, because Linux. It's
I
because
mean,
it's
you're
fucking
playing on
Linux. That's
Linux,
why.
yeah.
On performance. Games equipped with denuvo were often perceived as less smooth, with lower frame rates and longer load screens. Despite these drawbacks, denuvo seemed nearly impossible to crack, prompting some game developers to deem it worth implementing. However, over time, game crackers gradually unraveled its complexities. In a notable milestone, the Chinese Juarez group, 3DM, successfully cracked denuvo after 3 months, marking a pivotal moment for the scene. Initially, denuvo crack releases were scarce, with only 6 games cracked in 2015. However, the release of Rise of Tomb Raider, featuring a new version of denuvo, left 3DM feeling defeated, as they were unable to crack the game. This sense of defeat led them to leave a chilling message for the community before relinquishing the pursuit. I still believe that this game can be compromised, but according to the current trends in development of encryption technology, in 2 years' time, I'm afraid there will be no free games to play in this world.
That's a statement. Seems kind of doomerish, but you know, whatever.
The
I
cracking
mean,
community
they are kind of a panic. I mean, even realistically now, Empress has admitted that the current games, it's gotten harder and harder for her to crack.
Okay.
The last game she had cracked was Dragon's Dogma, and she's been dead
Yeah.
since. To give you an idea of that.
Okay.
No, I believe that Dotma has been the last one, but every time she has like mentioned anything about coming back, he's been unrelated to cracking. I don't know if she can do it anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think this is like a thing that has continually evolved where people can't do it anymore.
So you think it's gonna get to a point
Unless someone,
where cracking won't be a thing that happens?
Pretty much. That torrenting video games for modern games that have anti-cheat on them or de novo might just not be as possible.
Oh.
yeah, it's been the past. I wanna say 5 years as it has, or no, I will say the last 10 years. It has gotten increasingly more difficult,
Yeah.
and
She's also gone dark though because she started trying to make a like an MMO game.
Oh.
I
For her cult.
personally, my take is I think she was doing that because she couldn't fucking crack anymore. She was trying to fucking do something else. That's my
Yeah.
personal opinion. I don't know.
I do believe
She's
that there will be
insane.
an evolution later on and people will figure out how to continue to crack, but the current methods are not working for people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
entered a period of hibernation following 3DM's perceived defeat, with many feeling discouraged by the turn of events. However, after a span of 193 days, a new group called CPY emerged victorious by cracking Tomb Raider, reinvigorating the community and ending the prolonged drought. The formidable challenge posed by denuvo compelled groups within the scene to unite and collaborate in order to crack denuvo-protected games. This collective effort led to an expansion in the number of cracked games being released. However, such collaboration demanded significant manpower, time, and resources from the groups. The difficult nature of the task required their combined expertise and dedication to overcome denuvo's.
I love this AI art where every single hacker is depicted with a hoodie. I'm sorry, I
mean,
just
they're really
noticed
hitting
that.
the Watch Dogs energy
Yeah,
with
they're
these
really
masks as
they're really
well.
tapping into that
Yeah.
Watch Dogs vibe, right? I'm like, when I hack, I'm always cold, so I have to put my hoodie on.
Defenses and
It
bringing
tries to
correct
fucking evoke that like 2000 hacker you see in every fucking show.
Yeah.
Hacker movie. Cracked in
Wasn't it
keyboard smashes.
was it like Mr. Robot? Mr. Robot. Was that the show that it was a hacker? Remy
The name
whoever his name was.
name sounds familiar, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
like was it Mr. Robot that the show was? I forget. But yeah, he was portrayed as a hacker and he always had the fucking hoodie on. So I'm like, "Oh, we're just doing the trope now. Okay."
games to the community. Ultimately, it's important to know that denuvo is the real deal, and it is almost impossible to pirate games that have it. Well, that is, until one user would rise from the depths. Empress, shrouded in mystery with her true identity concealed, initially emerged as C5, collaborating with the infamous video game cracker Codex. However, it was her solo breakthrough when she successfully cracked Planet Zoo that thrust her into the limelight. This accomplishment marked the beginning of a
All
remarkable
kicked
journey.
off because of Planet Zoo. It's very funny as well.
Planet Zoo, I think I know that game. It's obviously one of those.
It's like
it's a sim game that where like you just build theme parks and zoos and shit, right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
build zoos. That's it.
Yeah, it's
I've
just a
heard
zoo
this
building
one, but
game.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I mean, if that's your first achievement, I guess good on you, I suppose.
As she
I
went to
mean,
crack prominent titles like Total War, Warhammer 2, and Anno 1800, establishing herself as an unstoppable force against denuvo. What set Empress apart was her decision to operate independently, deviating from the conventional group dynamics within the scene. Yet this solo approach only served to amplify her dominance. Between October 2020 and July 2021, out of 15 major cracks achieved during that period, Empress played a significant role in more than half of them. It was not only her exceptional skill that captivated attention, but also the fact that she was paving the way for the future of game cracking. She fiercely waged war against a multi-billion-dollar industry and emerged victorious.
That too is she had pushed this as a general crusade to where like she talks about how she will take down the corporation of denuvo herself personally, and she will schizo rant as a solo like martyrdom against denuvo.
She wants to be Cyberpunk real, but for real.
And she said that she would not ever quit till denuvo is down. Well, she's kind of like backpedaled that nowadays,
yeah.
but she's like known for having rants about all of this.
Yeah, so what I said is valid. She wants to do Cyberpunk, but for real.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh, hold on. We have 1 second.
Becoming an icon within the game piracy communities. Her triumphs garnered widespread admiration and respect. She would be known as the only individual who could crack denuvo by herself. Empress even granted an interview with Wired, where she discussed her experiences in cracking denuvo and providing insights on her own persona. This interview further solidified her status as a prominent figure, showcasing her expertise and determination to challenge the established norms within.
I have no need for ego. Okay, all right. Whoa!
she
I'm
did-
just reading
she
some of
said-
this, and I'm like,
So yes, she says a lot of that stuff, but she was so egotistical. She went on the Wired to have an interview.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
she weirdly presented herself as someone, I don't know, I guess, who went through fucking ego death that is above like the mere mortal philosophy, I guess. I don't know. Again, it's
So here's the paragraph from the article.
I'm
that's
sorry,
in
I
that
saw all
image
the
right now.
I saw gender freaks capitalized, and I'm like, oh boy,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
this?
No, so here you go. I have a goal that no one else has, she says. I have no need for ego. Empress won't say where she is or when she began cracking games. Some may have speculated that Empress is actually a collective of people, which she vehemently denies. Aside from her chosen handle, the only indication of her gender came in a fiery Reddit post from late October, addressed to all the gender freaks out there who keep claiming out of their own ass that I am male. In an interview with Wired, Empress said, I am 23 years old. I am beautiful as hell, but I don't care one bit how I look. I care what I do.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry,
I
but
don't
if you're
have
being
an
like, I'm
I don't have
beautiful
an
as hell.
ego. I don't have an ego in which the next phrase she vehemently denies it being a group of people. No, it's me, but I'm not egotistical.
And you can also kind
I
of
love it.
tell how she fucking feels about other women when she talks about herself.
Oh no,
I'm
Makari
a
How
touched
it's
on
not.
that.
strange
Yeah,
girl who
yeah.
do not like the real world as much as other people seem to.
I'm built different.
Yeah.
She's literally doing the I'm built different.
I loved Mega Man 1 for philosophical reasons that people do not understand.
What? Oh yeah, I see at the bottom there.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me turn that shit off. Very strange girl who did not like the real world more than the average gamer. She was always taking games seriously, not. Okay, well, I guess you're no longer beating the train allegations now.
I always keep in the zone till I crush their pathetic puzzle prisons. She
Yeah.
says cracking DRM has taught her that the only real way to view the games industry right now is through the lens of philosophy. Philosophy helps people
Oh
disconcern what
my
is valuable.
god.
She said, to disconcern what is valuable, you must
I
look for
need
higher truth.
to
The
discuss
higher
with.
truth in gaming, she says, is that wanting to preserve something you buy should never be a crime. So,
I
it's super funny to see the, weird mental, tower she's put herself on.
I need to
But I am the
discuss with
empress
you
in
the
cracking.
philosophical meaning of Adventures of Kirby.
Now you see what I mean by this woman is just unhinged, even if she's
That's crazy.
I'm here for cracking games, sure, but bro, what is this?
Oh.
And this
I
is,
love it.
just so you know, Q, this is fairly tame.
Oh, I'm sure
This
it
is
is
her normal.
tame.
This is her on her good behavior.
We already read parts of Grummz's lesbian rape fetish shit. You know what? I'm expecting
Wait till
there
you
to
get to
be.
empresses.
Oh, I love it. More porn. Amazing.
In the gaming industry, I have a goal that no one else has. I have no need for ego. Empress transcended the role of a mere pirate within the scene. She became a revolutionary figure who defied norms and embraced a distinct approach. Empress actively interfaced with her fans on platforms like Reddit, fostering a sense of community and connection. Through these engagements, she not only shared her cracking achievements, but she also indulged in philosophical mustings, sparking interesting and even sometimes controversial discussions among her followers. In an unprecedented move, Empress even accepted donations, challenging the notion that piracy was solely driven by glory. This unconventional stance further solidified her position as a symbol of resistance against the gaming industry and its massive corporation.
Of course, she would take Ethereum or Bitcoin.
I mean,
No
to
shocker
be fair,
there.
That's just the most fastest way to get currency through, especially for countries like right now. If you
uh,
are Russians trying to buy something, you have to buy in crypto
Oh,
because
yeah,
of the
interesting.
and it's
sanctions.
easier. It keeps anonymity, which for scenes such as tracking or
This was the
other
original choice for
adjacent,
crypto.
yeah, it's fairly normal have accepting Bitcoin and everything. Bitcoin is the standard, really.
Oh, all right. Interesting. I did not know that.
What set Empress apart was not just her ability to crack denuvo protected games, but also her commitment to enhancing the gaming experience for players. Her cracked games often addressed issues that plagued the original releases. Her crack for Resident Evil Village not only bypassed denuvo, but also fixed an in-game stutter that persisted in the legitimate version of the game. This attention to detail and dedication to improving the player experience added to her legend and garnered even greater admiration from the gaming community. Empress's unwavering disdain for the practices of massive corporations resonated with many, positioning her as a champion of resistance against the perceived injustices of the gaming industry. Her actions in Cracked releases embodied a form of activism, empowering players and challenging the status quo. The reason why Ubisoft, EA, and such companies never remove denuvo from their games is only because they love feeling superior and enjoy seeing you, the customer, as pig, under their control or worse.
That's a lot of projection.
Yeah, she genuinely believes and sees this as...
That's some crazy projection right there.
She takes all this that like companies are trying to like puppet you entirely, and that there's like a big old conspiracy about that. Yeah,
me when I read the Anarchist Cookbook once.
Pretty much.
I swear she fucking tries to see everything through that fucking femdom lens. I do not understand it. It's fascinating.
Oh, that sentence.
It's all femdom.
Yeah,
it's legit.
You know what? You're right. That is femdom shit, but it also kind of projects that you have self-confidence issues, I think. I don't know. That's what I read out of it.
Empress's release of the Red Dead Redemption 2 crack propelled her to a sense of invincibility, elevating her self-perception to new heights. However, as her fame grew, it also brought intense scrutiny, and her ego began to manifest prominently.
But she doesn't have an ego. It's not ego, right? It's not ego. Oh, she said it wasn't ego. I believe her.
She boldly proclaimed herself as a master philosopher, challenging the works of renowned thinkers from history, and even positioning herself as one of the greatest intellectual minds of all time.
But not ego.
That is genuinely how she sees
But there's no ego.
Absurd.
Remember when she didn't have an ego? Like 2 minutes ago?
To be honest, I'm not surprised she fucking went insane with fucking power, because again, she was like the only person in the community for quite a while who was able to crack it, to fucking do anything about denuvo. So a lot of people just fucking idolized her like crazy. A lot of other people didn't care. They were just like, oh, like schizo, fucking pause the crack the game. I don't care. But a lot of people fucking idolized her. Like she was fucking Drascent.
That's crazy. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
She's, what'd she say? She's like 23 or whatever, 23.
She claimed to be 23.
Okay, she claims to be 23. But honestly, at the same time, she's kind of given that vibe that she is, because like, you know what? I'm 23 and I think I can do philosophy better than Socrates. You know, fuck that guy. Oh, this is great.
A lot of this person that she's got going on is absurd.
Me when I read the essay once.
Unfortunately, Empress's behavior took a problematic turn. She expressed strong hatred towards men and spewed transphobic ideologies, further deepening the controversies surrounding her. Viewing herself as a god and believing in her superiority over others, she embraced a dangerously narcissistic perspective.
But it's not about ego.
The piracy community was not immune to Empress's bold claims and decisive beliefs. Her assertions sparked heated debates and led to her eventual temporary suspension from the piracy community, as her behavior and ideologies contradicted the principles and values held.
Oh wait, no! You talk about that. She does Russian posting. She does Putin posting.
She's posted against Russia.
Oh, okay.
And you can see the image. I posted it in the message chat of this voice channel. Russia does not give a fuck about morals, and piracy is the way of life. Get fucked forever.
Oh my god. We're gonna
live forever.
We're gonna look at those in a minute.
Oh, we're gonna cover those, but it's just you have to play the dodge the slur game with her. Okay,
I'm gonna copy this link. So Zane gave me a link. I'm gonna send it to Makari quick. I'm gonna see if you've seen this. Have you seen that?
Let's see.
We will go.
Yes, this is her NFO collection.
Okay.
Oh, it's the Reika. Okay.
Can we show that? Is that fine?
Yeah, those are all just gonna be her message logs under any game that she's cracked.
Okay.
This is just like her text, and this is where she parades the majority of her, like, I want to say views or her messages to the public.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
for
just making
context,
sure.
for context, an NFO is like a little message, text
So
message that
I
comes with the tracks
yeah. So
that
here,
trackers usually
Oh.
put in. It's updates, usual updates, little special messages. For Empress, there are schizophrenic rants I've not seen before. Like they
so
are insane.
so that's her
Wait,
Hogwarts Legacy one.
is
NFOs
that?
are files that contain information about the release, authorship year, and license information for a
Yeah.
game, and it's delivered for publishing through digital media to make it searchable on the web. So it's pretty much your archive list that like defines what a
Oh.
game or site is. She has some crazy unhinged rants and goes into like the mental derangement about well,
Empress
trans people in our
presents
Hogwarts.
Skid Row, the pathetic force.
Yeah, Skid Row is another cracking related individual and or group
It's a
that
group.
that she has personal beef with. She tends to start fights with a bunch of groups and just melts down in her stuff. So Judgment's her most recent one,
Yeah.
which is over the Judgment game.
Okay.
Her Hogwarts Legacy is her iconic one, where she rants about like Reddit slaves, about trans people, and all of that.
Oh boy,
It is very
let's
unhinged.
see it.
The Resident Evil 4 one I remember also being really good.
So if you can also like you'd have to kind of probably zoom in
Oh
because how small the
boy.
text ends up
Yeah.
being.
Yeah, okay, let me... Where is my... How do I zoom
3 bars
again?
to the top right, you can zoom in.
Top right.
We'll pull up the 3 bars. We'll have your
Yeah. I always forget how to zoom on browsers. Okay.
go to the special message.
I'm there. We're there. Okay. Special message. I fully stand with J.K. Rowling as countless women who did because most men are just dying out of jealousy of us and want to take a piece of the cake too. Even if it comes out corrupted, broken, and completely ruined. And this is something only real women would understand because we women are the ones that are getting damaged and stolen from, so we are hurt the most by it. Oh boy. Yo! Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, Killjoy. Control scroll wheel. Duh. You know, I used to be better at that. As a result, the rise of this new woke movement, society now made by every man today, is always either a sissy bitch or misogynistic motherfucker. Nothing in between. The woke system of today runs with and claims that it mainly wants fairness, justice, equality, and total freedom. But then, when someone with views against trans and tries to express themselves today, they are treated as garbage and fired, banned from whatever they are, as a clear sign of huge contradiction. This is neither equality nor freedom. This is slavery because you are forcing ideas and thoughts on people, or else they are attacked and silenced. This freedom is just one-sided, and those bitches have taken actual freedom out of all normal people away and is forcing everyone to either forcefully accept this nonsense or just swallow their thoughts and keep shut regardless. I call this bullshit. Oh, I love schizo ranting. J.K. Rowling spoke about this publicly and thus got hated for it. The funniest thing is that the fact that most of the bitches who are hating is just following the hate train. They absolutely have no fucking idea what they are actually defending, what it means, and if it's right or wrong whatsoever. You are all just following the hordes like pigs. You really thought by adding phobic at the end of your fuckery was going to turn into some of weapon? Okay. No, bitch, it just turns you into a F-slur! Ha ha ha! You are all mostly sissy men who couldn't accept being inferior to women. Oh, okay.
You see
Yo!
what femdom vibes exist?
So you went into a trip to realize that in the end, there is absolutely nothing you can do about it. And you are either a man, you're neither a man nor woman. You have completely lost your identity. You're just unidentifiable freak that is a fucking disgusting. Good job, Efsler. Efsler. Oh god, I love English. Yo! That is... Oh, she keeps going. She goes into gender and calling it duality. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, I'm not gonna read that.
You should.
No. Because it's literally just, her thinking that gender is two things when it's not, but whatever. I don't...
Yeah, she tried to be like it's night
I'm
and
not.
day.
I'm not gonna
That's
try.
it.
I'm not gonna even bother debating that or entertaining that because you're just fucking wrong. It's fine. So yeah, we could go into just more of this, but there probably isn't a... Oh, Skid Row responds to Empress's judgment info. Okay,
Yeah, so
I'm mildly curious.
She attacks Skid Row on the Judgment NFO and like talks about how she's gonna rape him and stuff. Um, so that was the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So let's say dust off your torch and hammer. Visit special notes regarding Judgment Empress release NFL content. We want initially to delay this response until our next decrypt. But here we go. Rant. Man, these guys love to rant at each other. They love to
Yeah.
note
Yeah,
that
they're
this
all
is a
unhinged.
rant.
It's so funny.
Oh, they go.
They
They go.
made
They're go. Whoa. That's
they
a...
made a lot of some fucking wild accusations towards Empress in this one.
So if I'm not mistaken, Skid Row is the people that had claimed that Empress is known as Volsky, a
Yeah.
Bulgarian hacker, and like outed their name. And because the time that Volsky
Yeah.
goes to jail is the time that Empress says the police were coming to get her.
Yeah.
So like the people line up the two timelines and we're like, hey, this kind of overlaps. You are most likely a Bulgarian man LARPing as a schizophrenic femdom.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Posing as a bisexual. Oh wow. Okay. Fiercely
Yeah, and so
crazy.
the whole thing is that this entire community runs on the unspoken, here are our rules. You will follow these or everything could be compromised. And
Right.
Empress pretty much has refused to do that. So it's caused a lot of problems.
Is that
Yeah,
mainly
it's a bit
partially why Empress has gone quiet? Do you think, or no?
No, I think she just makes more
no.
money off of you have to pay her and she will sext you. That is a thing now.
She has a sex stall.
She
There
sells
was
NFTs. She has a sex cult, and she now claims that she's developing an MMO for her cult to go in the
yeah.
team.
This
So
keeps getting better. Tremendous. Okay, let's give... Okay, I know there's more to reveal, but
there's a whole lot more.
we could sit here
Like, this
and
video
go
is like,
over every one of these, but like it's just hackers shit posting at each other. That's
Yeah.
literally what this is. They're just shit posting at each
very
other.
unhinged. The fact that Skid Row decided to reply in this way, because normally this is
Not how they
not
do
something
it.
you do.
Yeah.
And he just did it.
They don't
her 'cause
engage, they
Empress
just
too.
ignore a lot of shit. So
Yeah.
them actually replying and
Google
going hard on the
Translate
paint
failed
was
you
fucking
one?
wild.
Okay, that one's pretty funny. That one's pretty funny. Google Translate failed you on that one or what? Okay, I like that. All right.
By many within the community. The suspension and the ensuing discussions served as a wake-up call for Empress to confront the consequences of her actions and ideologies. The community's reaction reflected a disillusionment with the once renowned pirate queen, challenging her credibility and forcing her to face the repercussions of her controversial stances. Despite the controversy surrounding
And
Empress,
I'm gonna be real with you. No, nobody cared that she's transphobic. Nobody cared about her Hogwarts legacy takes. People care about what she did to others.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Mostly for
this video
context,
will not
I'll you go
talk
ahead.
about it. So this video won't talk about her actions, but she goes out to harass a known compiler for torrented games,
Okay,
claiming their gender be that they've never told anyone, and like says that they're a trans like scum when this individual has never like given us anything identifiable about themselves to be a girl or a boy one way or another.
okay. So, is that really the
It,
reason, or they just don't like them because they're a compiler? Like, them being a compiler
Uh,
mean anything?
it
so what
it
happens?
started with something else.
There's a user known as FitGirl Repacks who will just repackage games that people crack and make
Okay,
it to be downloadable by anyone that has bad internet.
okay,
Fit Girl has never given their gender, and what they had done at the time was they had made a recompile of one of Empress's games, and they credited Empress because that's just how they go, as they credit everybody back and forth, yada yada. They Empress claimed Fit Girl just stole their work, didn't credit them, and that they're like a trans piece of shit and all of this stuff and unhinged ramblings and was like trying
Yeah,
to actively like ruin Fit Girl repacks.
okay,
All because
I
they just
will
have girl in
say,
their username.
yeah, I will say, what Feedgirl did wrong is that usually when people do cracks, their name is in the title. Feedgirl took Empress's name out of the title of the repack, which some people find distasteful. Some, however, Empress's response to that was
Going
just,
nuclear.
yeah, was nuclear for no reason.
okay.
It could have been. It's a pretty shitty thing to do, kind of. But her response was like not necessary. Like the degree she fucking went was wild,
Yeah.
Okay. So
and
she
it's
she
also
had she took the nuclear option with something that didn't deserve the nuclear option.
for something
Yeah.
pretty minor. And it's also notable to mention that Fidel has been around for forever. They've been a very solid, very reputable, just
Repacker.
repackager.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
repacker that's been like Fidel has been around for as long as I've known the piracy scene.
Okay. All right.
It's like fucking 15 years at least, I want to say.
Oh, all right. Huh.
So
Her
it's
fanbase
fucking wild to do against someone like that.
Yeah. That's what I'm taking away from it. Yeah.
remained fiercely loyal, considering her a savior of video games. They praised her for consistently delivering cracked games that surpassed the official versions in terms of quality and functionality. However, as Empress's demands for donations became more prominent, the community began to question her
Wow. What is this, like 2010? What? The Guy Fawkes mask? Sorry.
motives and accused her of
I mean,
succumbing to
yeah,
greed.
the fucking
The division deepened when Empress decided to join a traditional scene group, expressing her frustration with the stagnation and lack of support within the scene. She claimed to be the driving force behind recent successful denuvo cracks, accusing others of being complacent or even compromised by the industry. This move sparked a backlash from the scene, who criticized Empress for her request for monetary contributions, seeing it as a betrayal of the fundamental principle of piracy, providing games for free. Tensions escalated rapidly, leading to intense verbal battles between Empress and other groups within the piracy community. It became evident that the once revered pirate queen's relationship with the community was now eroding. Doubts arose regarding her true intentions and whether she was truly upholding the principles of the piracy community. It seemed that the love affair between the community and the once beloved pirate queen was reaching a critical turning point. One of the top groups in the scene even went as far as including a file in their most recent crack of Iron Harvest, which said, "As we do this without profit from own pockets, we supply them games, buy them. Empress, you are asking money for piracy. We think that's more rotten than codecs themselves. We also have our real-life jobs to do, and we would not ever ask for money. Shame on you. For starters, piracy's basic principle is free." The climax arrived with the release of Empress's highly anticipated crack for Immortals Phoenix Rising. Pirates and users in the community were met with frustratingly low download speeds, leading them to uncover Empress's deliberate throttling tactics. Her intention was clear. She sought to claim the spotlight and exclusive glory by preventing other pirates from repacking her cracks. Repacking involved compressing torrents into smaller sizes, making them more accessible for users with limited bandwidth. So some individuals that rely on smaller downloads wouldn't be able to use her cracked version, as many users in the community don't have access to fast internet. This created an even deeper divide, which even pissed off repackers themselves within the community. One extremely popular repacker...
That's petty. Oh yeah, here's the
Yes.
Fit Girl thing. That's
Yeah.
petty. That's petty work.
Absolutely, and this is what they're gonna cover is that he will glaze over why Fit Girl and Empress have a freak out this way.
Okay, so he's gonna glaze over shit.
Yeah.
Would you
He's-
call this sweet? It's not really sweeping for.
This is 100% sweeping.
Oh, it is.
Empress.
Okay, it is sweeping. All right.
This whole video, and this was something I wanted to say after it finishes, but it really plays into the savior of video games angle with
Yes.
her. It is sweeping a lot of it.
Okay. All right.
And whenever it touches on something, it only like it's barely even surface level. Whenever it touches on something, it's actually kind of wild.
Okay. Gotcha.
named Fit Girl went out of her way to type out her major concerns with Empress. The post on her website even got more than 5,000 comments. Fit Girl was so upset with Empress's ideologies and actions that she pledged herself.
I will never make any repacks with you with your cracks again. I don't want to be related to the toxicity you've created with your last statements and actions. It's a hard decision for me. I've already repacked IFR and upcoming JC4. All future denuvo Empress games will now be absent on my site, which will be a huge miss for you. But I can't allow for you, my users. But I can't allow myself to be a puppet of a person whose main agenda seems to be I am the only denuvo cracker in the world. Praise me. Well, fuck that. I'll let other repackers with less strict principles to deal with her works. Right now, her cracks are probably safe for use, but I can't be sure if it'll stay the same. And one day we should erase your HDD out of nowhere. If you decide to leave, her pseudo cult chatter think your community is bad. Enjoy your spotlight, Empress. Okay.
Yeah, this was a direct response to just Empress going nuclear, and after this response, Empress just stressed out even harder. She somehow fucking took it worse than the first thing, the original fucking.
Yeah. Okay.
It's crazy.
Dang.
To never repack Empress's cracks ever again. As Empress's influence grew, she made a controversial decision to hold cracks hostage until she received payment, demanding a specific amount of money and donations. She made it clear that without meeting her financial requirements, there would be no crack for a particular game. Many individuals utilizing her services found it more cost-effective for all of them to contribute a few dollars rather than purchasing the full-priced game. The community found itself facing a choice: either support Empress, buy the full game, or have no alternative. While she faced criticism and pushback from her followers,
So she's monopolizing the whole thing. She's trying to monopolize it. And so she can profit off it, which that seems to go against what I know, very little what I know of the scene, is it's generally you don't make people pay for shit. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
All right.
Empress remained resolute in her determination to monetize her cracking endeavors. She even went so far as to outline specific rates, stating that a mere $500 donation would speed up the process for those requesting a particular crack. Empress revealed her sense of invincibility as she flawlessly produced cracks, believing she was beyond the reach of consequences. However, her perception would soon be shattered. While large companies and law enforcement struggled to combat the widespread distribution of torrents, they could exert their authority by targeting the individuals behind these cracks. This is precisely why the scene operated covertly, valuing anonymity to avoid any information leakage that could lead to legal repercussions. Tragically, one of the greatest...
You can smell this picture. I'm sorry.
Video game crackers
You're
of
not
our
wrong.
time, Voxy, experienced a nightmarish scenario that haunted every cracker's thoughts: a confrontation with law enforcement. Bulgarian police...
No hacker setup looks like that.
Yeah, his
No
top
setup
is,
looks like
little,
that. You don't get the
Yeah.
plastic tarps up. I'm sorry. Sorry.
raided
No, you're good.
Voxy's residence, a chilling reminder of the very real dangers they faced. Such incidences were not to be taken lightly.
Okay, hold on. Revolt is down yesterday, redirecting some bullshit. So that finally happened. I can't say what wasn't expected, but denuvo filed a case against me to the Bulgarian authorities. Oh. Police came yesterday and took the server PC, my personal PC. I had to go to the police afterwards and explain myself. Later that day, I contacted denuvo themselves and offered them a peaceful resolution to this problem. They can't say anything for sure yet, but they did. So the final word is by the prosecutor of my case. Sadly, I won't be able to do what I did anymore. I did what I did for you guys, and of course, because bloated software in our game shouldn't be allowed at all, maybe someone else can continue my fight. If you see our lawyer or someone wants to fight, or just express his feelings, you can contact me at Voxy. Okay. Huh.
Reminder of the very real dangers they faced. Such incidences were not to be taken lightly. In February 2021, Empress faced a similar fate. Her identity was exposed, and her address was leaked to the authorities. The veil of anonymity that had protected her quickly fell apart, exposing her to potential legal consequences.
Finally caught by the police. Good job, everyone. Oh boy, is she going through it? Yeah. Thanks to Ft.Grummz, Masquerade, and all the beautiful non-toxic community here, some serious people on Reddit managed to find me and my authority with my real address. I am not quite sure how it happened, but even with putting my philosophical side aside, okay, whatever. I think I pissed off the entire internet just by trying to control my own crack for 24 hours is actually something I am still not able to believe. Well, bitch, you were holding the scene at gunpoint. Or financial gunpoint. In less than an hour, I was dragged out of my home with my lawyer, but considering I was caught red-handed while preparing version 2 fix on my Immortals crack, I don't think there will be much hope against it at all. I must repeat again, thank you a lot, Fit Girl.
Which I don't
You're
know why
blaming
they said
her!
yes, they said that Ft.Grummz was responsible for this when there was
Okay.
no evidence that Ft.Grummz
Yeah.
did any of the work to get the police involved.
Yeah. All Ft.Grummz did to anyone's evidence is just say, I'm not gonna fucking repack your shit anymore. That's it. That's fucking
They
all her
just said that we
involvement
weren't
into this
gonna.
story.
Yeah, they weren't gonna repack for them anymore. That's it. That's all they fucking did. The community got pissed off at you for alienating the people who pack the fucking games so they can get the games. This is on you. And I love how she's trying to be like, all her followers who enjoyed insulting and reporting me for little stupid mistakes I did. Lady, you having bad takes isn't stupid little mistakes. Your stupid little mistakes was holding packing hostage. Like, no one cares about your anti-trans takes. No one fucking cares. They want their fucking games. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you having those takes just makes you a shitty person, but you wanted money in a scene where money is kind of the problem, where you don't ask for.
Hot take, maybe not at requesting $500 for a single crack.
Yeah, maybe don't request 500
Yeah.
bucks. I don't know. That's crazy.
Because I had explained this to someone, I was like, if this defeats the purpose, is that a game's $60.
Yeah.
So $500 for a crack is a
You
little
want
absurd.
$500. You want what's basically 4 times the price of the game to get the game.
I do genuinely want to know who fucking paid for that and why, because I know some people did. Like, some people
You
absolutely
paid
fucking did, and I know...
$500 for a
I don't
non-cracked
know.
version of a game? That's crazy. That is unironically insane. No game is worth $500 just to play it cracked. There isn't. Whatever.
Some serious people on Reddit managed to report me to the authorities with my real address. I am not quite sure how it happened, but even with putting my philosophical side aside, I think I pissed off the entire internet just by trying to control my own crack for 24 hours. Is actually something I am not able to believe. In less than an hour, I will be dragged out of my home here with my lawyer.
Yeah, but remember, she's above ego, guys.
But considering I was caught red-handed while preparing version 2 fix for my Immortals crack, I don't think there would be much of hope against it at all. Empress then explained that Fit Girl, along with her haters, were to blame. After, she composed a heartfelt speech, reflecting on her journey and the impact she had on the community. Many believed it would mark her farewell.
This is fucking cope. This, and she made an Obi-Wan-esque speech about remembering me and no ego, though.
A dire conclusion to her career in video game cracking. However, fate had a different plan in store. Contrary to initial assumptions that Empress would be gone for good, she quickly came back. To this day, it is unknown if the police actually came to her house and arrested her. Nonetheless, this incident deeply affected Empress, leaving a profound impact on her conscience. Driven by a desire to make amends with those that she may have offended,
Like
she
everyone?
felt compelled to reconcile with the community she'd become entwined with. I am a very emotional soul, and I burst with emotions quite easily. So I want to give an official apology to all repackers and all the people that ever got offended from me due to that. I messed up before, but I will not mess up again. I put hope into your kindness and your ability to forgive. Both are admirers.
Yeah, so after her crash out against other crackers and then the repackers as well, she realized that nobody wanted her around the community.
Yeah.
So she started pretty much groveling to like get back
Groveling.
in good graces.
Lady, go to Lowe's. Go to Lowe's, lady.
Pretty much.
Go to Lowe's. Rope is
I have
cheap.
a rope I could sell you.
Rope is
It-
cheap,
it'll do
lady. I'll sell it
wonders.
to you.
And her critics found themselves unexpectedly united, believed that Empress had embarked on a path of personal growth and redemption. While the consequences she faced in relation to the police incident remained uncertain, there was a shared hope that she would emerge as a figure to be revered rather than scorned. A reinvention seemed imminent, promising a fresh start for Empress.
This is a sweep. Okay,
Yes.
it is a sweep.
And I'm gonna be real,
Now
people
it's
did not
sweeping.
unite for her. They all just kind of lacked their insanity. So it's pretty much the inverse
Yeah.
of everything he's claiming with that.
Yeah.
Like the general consensus was like Godspeed Schizo woman.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like no one fucking took her seriously. They liked the tracks. But people generally didn't take her fucking seriously at all. They would laugh at her. They would wait for the NFOs to come to laugh at her. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, so she's basically a pariah now.
Regrettably, this reinvention proved short-lived, as Empress succumbed once again to her psychopathic philosophical rants.
Yo, let's go! One more post!
Yeah, one more NFL
One more
and you win.
post! You win!
This time, her rants took a disturbing turn, as she directed her hatred towards people from India, expressing
Okay.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be racist now?
Yes.
I mean, she was transphobic. We had to assume the racism was gonna follow suit eventually. I think Killjoy said something about, like, has she ever been doing the JQE? And I'm like, you know what? At this point, I'm no longer shocked if that was true.
vicious disdain for the country and its...
Wait, I am not allowing any scum here to say one word to annoy me anymore. The days of the kind Empress are long gone. No ego, guys. No ego.
Never an ego.
Males. You know what? There is one thing I'll say. There's one fucking thing I'll say. I will say that she says males in the same way that, you know, chud anti-woke bros will say females on Twitter. I'm like, you know what?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's been a hot
energy.
minute since I've seen the other way around. So, you know what? Good on you for that one. Males have proved they are trash. I only need the good ones. Those who actually have a brain in their skull. The ones who will follow me without any deviation to my words. To anyone wondering, yes, I hate 99% of India's retards.
Yes. She hates Indians.
Woo!
She hates Russians. She hates men. She hates women that are whores.
But this doesn't mean I don't give them a chance. Last night, someone from India contacted me, and I'm talking with him because he's actually a person, not a fucking animal. I don't know. The way... what you just said was, oh, this is a good one. This is one of the good ones.
The only men she cares about and she wants to have around are the ones she can keep as pets, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I know who here is Indian. I haven't spoken against them because of their... Why did you put country in quotes? but I will never stop expressing how I hate that country as, why did you put hole in quotes? Have you ever
You
visited?
see how this gets worse?
Have you ever visited India? I don't want to get black fungus. Thank you. I don't know what that fucking means. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. No one tell me what that means. That's probably a slur that I just said that I didn't even realize was a slur. Those people are literal definition of trash. I do not. I disavow. I disavow what I just read. Disavow. I disavow everything that Empress has said. Disavow. Jesus Christ.
Its inhabitants. The impact of her remarks was particularly devastating, as a significant portion of the pirating community hailed from India. This was largely due to the unavailability of many games for purchase within the country. Consequently, Empress's derogatory statements hit close to home, causing widespread distress and disappointment within the community. Wow, as an Indian guy, I went from, oh, she's basically a chuny character that escaped into our world from some shitty manga, to, I really hope she gets hit by a truck after seeing that screen.
Based. Based response to this.
I disagree. I just want her to keep. I can't have her hit by a fucking truck because I need her to keep posting. I need more.
I need her to keep going. She can't die yet.
Yeah.
Quite
One more post
literally,
and you win, girl. Come
Yeah.
on.
Empress dug herself back into her hole with her hate speech and strange perspectives. The situation would quickly revert back to normal. The majority of the community continued to hold hatred towards Empress, begrudgingly acknowledging her talents solely out of necessity. The truth was evident. The only reason why Empress was getting any attention is because people just wanted her to keep cracking games. One user in a Reddit thread explained this well. Yeah, the amount of fuck I give about this is so small that it doesn't even register on a scale. All I care about is free games. I would suck Satan's dick if he was the one cracking denuvo.
Bro.
Yeah.
Many such cases.
Bro.
That's a general consensus.
Bro. No, buddy. Don't post that
Nobody
out
wants
loud.
Again, we only put up the schizophrenia because she does good work.
Right.
Yeah.
At the same time, though, Homelander couldn't get that out of me. I would suck Satan's
Yeah.
dick if he was the one cracking disavow. I would not actually. That's a crazy analogy.
Just saying. For now, Empress is still out there, cracking all the newest titles and of course, continuously pissing people off with all of her strange philosophies. I hope you
I don't know, buddy. You should use strange philosophies. I don't maybe strange isn't
Again,
the word
this-
I'd use, but okay, sure, whatever.
It's
This
why there's
video
such glazing.
tones. Yeah, it tones her down a lot. And I don't really understand why.
Yeah.
Beyond the fucking angle they're trying to pull.
Probably because he agrees with it and he just doesn't want to say it.
He just wants to say it,
Realistically,
yeah.
that's how
So
this goes.
let's look at some of these screenshots that Makari has sent me before we end out today.
These are from her Telegram.
Okay, so this is the first one. Empress News Channel, an email from someone called Jack Hammer. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. So this person, Pierre, someone from Pierre, wrote Empress an email saying, "Dearest Empress, first of all, thank you for your incredible work. You're making a difference in this world. I believe your ethical vision surrounding denuvo is precisely what is needed in the gaming industry, and not so well hidden slavery behind it." Wow, okay. It truly extends to the rest of society. I don't know where you're getting your slavery is doing a lot of work in that phrase. So many people depend on video games to breathe. So many people depend on video games to breathe. Chat. I'm gonna hit you with
literally die without video game.
Would you literally unironically die without video games? I need to know. I need to know how many of you would unironically die without video games. Wow.
I also want to know what kind of fucking video games does this fucking guy play
I
that he
think
needs them so
Like changing
badly.
that mode.
I take back what I said earlier. The dick sucking phrase was, I would say that over saying something like, need video games to breathe. That would be the one that I would say, nah, Homelander can't get that one out of me. I will say, I'll suck Satan's dick before saying that. That's crazy.
If I need to say something like that, I'm considering ways out. Like, if I get to that point, I need a way out of this. Like,
I need an escape vector, and I don't know where that's coming from. Okay, to get some time off this world and their shitty everyday work, brother. You need an outlet. That's unhealthy. We are used like common tools by people making laws until we break. The mind and flesh are grinded to dust for the pleasure of a few technocrats. It is a dark time for free spirits. Okay. 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 All right.
He needs
Now-
to see the fucking sun.
Now, do I think that the majority of us are just another fucking cog in a large fucking clock? Yeah. But I think most of us realize is that we're all just fucking working schmoes until you work for 60 years and then you die. I know it sucks. It's pretty fucking shitty when you think about it like that. I know. I'm not that black pill, but I am a nihilism pilled. Nah, it's more like apathy pilled, actually, I should say. But you can have more than video games be the escape from that crushing sensation of modernity or monotony. There are more things than games. Like, I don't know, pets. Do you like cats? Do you have friends?
Maybe a hobby.
Do you have a hobby beyond video games? I don't know. I need to know. Okay. Allowing people to play without scamming, people play without that scamming DRM is a glorious deed and a beam of light for those who can see it. Our modern democracies could use some of the blunt truth and honesty of your NFOs. I was surprised and very happy to see the way you wrote about trans. God damn it. Chaser confirmed many such cases. Every day there are appealing news about women. Appalling. Okay. All right. Sorry. I read that as appealing and I was like, wait, no. Appalling news of women being raped, groomed, murdered, and enslaved and abused by greedy fuckers. Mostly men, of course. And the few who dares to stand against the woke wave are threatened to the worst extent. I think this is like literally every Grummz fan in a nutshell in this phrase right here. We found him. We found the phenotype of every Grummz fan in this.
If I'm not mistaken, this was about May of last year is when that was sent.
Oh, okay.
I think it's actually 2 years ago, I want to say. I'm
Because
thinking from...
no, it doesn't say.
2024, if I'm not mistaken, is when those were put in the Telegram archive. So I want you to know there's a paste bin that's an archive of all of these messages.
Oh, okay.
Because that one was... Where's the email? There are so many posts. No, this one was 2023.
Okay.
Yeah.
04/03/2023.
All right.
So
yeah.
Here's her announcement for her sexting game.
Oh no.
Empress official channel.
Oh no.
If you want to pull that image up, I'll just read this one out.
Which one? Which screen? Oh,
the one
underneath
underneath
it. Okay. Open link. We're gonna put
Yeah.
this over here. What do we got? What do we got, guys? Let's see what we got.
Advertisement. There is a mini sexting game that will be happening in my community soon. The person who will satisfy my sadistic desires and become my best pegging
Best
victim will
pegging!
get to know the name of the next game I will crack exclusively as a reward.
Oh my god!
Don't worry, just unleash your hidden slutty side for me and I will take a very good care of you. You will get
No!
addicted and never stop begging me for more destruction. This is going to be happening in between each of my releases from now onward. The winner will be instructed to keep silent about the next crack name in order to keep the exclusivity fun going. Don't miss this chance to join now.
No! Look how many likes it has!
Yes, this Telegram group is full. I want you to know. You can't join it.
Oh no!
The next one is her cold advertisement. And she calls it a cold.
My best
Knowledge is
my best pegging victim. She got that strap on, guys. She got that strap on. Yeah, but I thought she hated whores. Isn't she not acting like the whore? Also, what is this fucking language? Is this German? I think it's German.
I believe so.
I don't know.
It's one of the two.
I'm assuming it's. I don't know what that is. Because I obviously can tell by now that Empress is not American. So.
Well, it's also a Telegram group with these people uploading these things.
Fair.
It's from all over.
That's. Oh, okay. Okay, next one. Oh, she's just off rip, just saying cult. She just off rip saying cult. Cult advertising. Have you ever wondered about the real meaning of this life and why you were born? Have you ever wondered why people are born to die in the end? What are you selling? Have you ever wondered if ghosts exist, if God exists, if your soul exists? I am naturally gifted and blessed with all the raw knowledge that contains the entire database of this creation, and with my exceptional intelligence, I have fully cracked life just as I cracked denuvo. I have built my own cult where I teach everything about life, from the very basics that no one knows about to the most advanced and supernatural facts about humanity cannot imagine or comprehend. If you follow my rules and let me peg you in the ass, I will keep under my wing, and I will give you the rarest of knowledge and teach you about all the secrets of the universe.
Read out the fucking entry fee.
Join my official cult, you must pay $1,000 for your entry fee. This is not a scam.
She sells AI generated NFTs as well.
Oh,
yeah. People buy these. You can see it.
Okay, what is this? What is this, Makari?
That's the Russian one.
Okay, Russians not give a fuck about morals and piracy is the way of life. Get fucked for F slurs. Okay, that is not you. I think that you wish that was you, but. Spread my words online everywhere. Spread for the cause. Piracy shall live forever. Okay. Great. Fantastic.
People are buying her NFTs.
Queen of Elegance. Price $7. Sold. An address. I'm assuming that one's sold as well because it's crossed off.
The other one's crossed out.
Yeah, so it's probably sold as well.
She also started fighting with a piracy site.
Oh,
that's what that is now.
Okay.
That one.
Today, I have a beautiful public message to deliver to the torrent site LeetX owners. Fuck you and your stupid shithole of a site. I had enough seeing my torrents deleted. There is for no reason, and you really aren't English. There are for no reason and confusing everyone. You are nothing but pathetic, cowardly whores. And I have also learned your secrets, scummy bitches. I know that most I know that most of the moderators there pretend to be normal uploaders and then upload virus-infested content to mine and destroy people's PCs. From the bottom of my heart, fuck you motherfuckers, your shitty place is going to rot soon enough, pathetic scum. From today onwards, I am permanently out of that shithole and I will be using a different place to host my torrents in the future. Enough is enough. I want to believe that Empress is just like the femme version of Grummz. I don't know.
I think a little more, put a little more amphetamines in their water, and you got it.
Just
Here's them and their cult again.
oh, more culty shit. Let's keep going, guys. Empress official channel clarifications. Like, she just says it's a cult off rip. Like she's not
Yes.
even fucking hiding it. She's just calling it a fucking cult. I made the payment system for my cult for one single reason, which is to not allow the no life horny Epslers from getting close to me. They are just obsessed with me and nothing else to do with in their miserable lives to stalk me in every step. Literal pathetic shitheads. I feel sorry. You are so worthless in life and only have ugly girlfriends / wives. But cope with it, losers. Oh, this reads like a Twitter post. 2, my cracks. The payment I stated above are only for entering my cult. It has nothing to do with my cracks. Entering my cult gives you the opportunity for being close to me, the smartest woman on earth. No ego! Oh. Okay. But my cracks are always going to be clean, free, and fully public. It's not connected to my cult in any way. The only payment I will ever require for my cracks is the main donations for the games. So, actually, yes. It's still money. It's still money. It's still the payments you said are for only entering my cult. The payment for my cracks is the main for donations for the games.
Which cannot be avoided. I don't understand how it's a donation if it's not unavoidable. How is that a fucking donation?
She just literally said the payments are for my cult, but they're also for my game donations. Is it really something that bad, Trusky, that I need a new mic? Because I don't know. It sounds like I'm fine, but I don't. I see my thing bouncing. I don't know. I don't understand it anymore.
Look afterwards.
I know. I'm literally like right at my mic. I'm just talking into it. To everyone else who gets offended from my usual sharp words, grow up and learn not to take online text too seriously. That is amazing coming from you. You are retarded, cringe kids. Stop making clowns out of yourselves. It's truly just pathetic. Next time, grab a popcorn and enjoy the show instead, which will probably be in the next NFO, unless I'm too busy playing Wow, you're openly admitting to playing Starfield? Okay, Wokey, play Starfield. Wokey confirmed. Wokey confirmed.
Oh, it was before Starfield released. She schizoed out and hates that people were hating on Starfield.
Oh,
before it
tremendous.
launched. Hold on.
Tremendous.
Let me get you the Starfield rant. Let me see. The bottom one's the Starfield rant.
Oh, the bottom Starfield rant? Okay. Okay, Oh, she has 2 posts in the Starfield rant. Okay.
The second one's a bit different, but that very last one's a Starfield rant.
Okay, well, what's this one first? This one.
This just talked about her cult. That her cult is closed. Oh.
Yeah. Cult invented closed officially for this year. Was this year? No, last year, probably July 25th. To all the dogs on Reddit and to all the butthurt F-slurs on Discord and other places, keep begging for cracks like bitches, and the only thing you'll get is, I'm assuming she means static.
Yeah.
Or it's just slurs. It's just even more slurs.
Just noise.
Slurs worse than the F slur, but I know that is what sluts like you love. So by all means, enjoy. This is great. I love this. All right.
First Starfield ever released and what we knew about it. This is her rant towards those that were hating on Starfield before its launch.
Oh my god. A big fuck you to all the unexcited F slurs with negative reactions. Please go fuck yourselves, you pathetic, depressed zombies. You should go back to playing whatever gay shit you love, you retarded brain dead bitches. Everyone's excited for one of the greatest RPGs ever made. You know, if I
This
knew
age is
if
like milk.
I
This
knew
is such
nothing
fine
else
wine.
about this person, you thinking Starfield is the greatest RPG ever made would tell me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I
So,
had my fun with Starfield, but I can't believe anyone felt so strongly about that game in any
I know,
fucking
right?
way,
Exactly.
I'm
positively or
shocked. I'm
negatively.
shocked. All right. So, that is our Empress deep dive, everyone. We finally got to finish an entire stream. What's up?
If I can, I want you to end on a fucking one of the NFOs.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
let's
think
end on
you'll
one of the
be.
NFOs. Let's end on one of the NFOs.
Which NFO though?
If you like that one, I sent one.
Okay. Let me NFO. Let's see here.
If you have another one,
Okay, we're
Makari,
gonna
you
end
can
on
I
add.
think this one works.
This one works. Okay, Empress, all hate and insult. Okay, all part. Resident Evil 4. We're looking at the Resident Evil 4 crack, and let me make sure this is upright. Okay. Ethereum, Bitcoin, contact. I'll avoid any fake channels. Install notes. Okay, release. Oh, I found it. Release notes. Women are the superior gender. Bow down and surrender. Oh, are we doing rhymes now? Yes, we are doing rhymes now. It's about
Yes.
time for men to resign as their capabilities are now on decline. You are all nothing but a bunch of clowns, as hilarious and retarded as it sounds. You can bark and make as much as you want of noise, but in the end you will always have zero poise. You are born to be a whore, now bend over and beg for more. Now you can put your ego in the trash because my strap-on is about to crash. Scream and moan harder, bitches, because now the role of men and women switches.
Next crack hint, third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm. Lady.
So you see why this is such a funny
Lady!
person? I would love to break apart this
Somebody
person's
hurt
jaw.
you a long time ago, and I think it might be those unresolved father issues. I think it might be unresolved daddy issues. Wow, that is great. What a way to
Empress Slam poetry.
Empress
Perfect
Slam
way to end
poetry.
the
What a
night.
way to end the stream tonight, folks. Okay. That is the Cynical Report, everyone. Please make sure to like and subscribe on your way out today. Appreciate everyone who showed up. Thank you for dealing with the 2-part stream.
I appreciate you stepping in, Judy.
Yeah, thank
It's
you,
no problem.
Junie.
I've been waiting to talk about this for so long now.
I was so upset more people don't know about this or talk about Empress, and the ones that do this whole like weird glaze thing. No, cover the insanity.
No, I
This woman is
want the
unhinged.
insanity.
You should
Give
see
me
her
more
Reddit
of that.
threads. There's just too much.
I don't understand why people care about her being a fucking hero or anything. Like, try to make her come off as a good guy. She's fucking insane. Present her as such. It's funnier.
Yeah.
I think if she has insane Reddit threads, we may come back to her eventually. She may deserve a part 2 stream on her own for that. But we are the Cynical Report. We try to stream every Saturday. I know we're on Sunday right now, and hopefully that won't be an issue, but now I still have audio to fix because apparently my mic sucks. And anyways, that's all we got for tonight, everyone. I hope that you truly enjoyed this experience, and until next time, we will see you next week. Don't know what we're talking about. We'll figure something out. Please drop your suggestions in our thread in the Opera House. And until next time, everyone do good. I don't have a way to sign this off. So just go find something to do. Go enjoy your Sunday, everyone.
Take
Take it
care.
easy.